Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stefano Alberico. Thank you for being here and for listening. Today I will talk you through a solution that deals with the communication across the internet. And I would like you to focus on a couple of important points to start with. One is about privacy. So each of you, I think, is very familiar with different kind of social networks, or for example, when installing applications. And maybe none of you is reading constantly the terms and conditions that you accept. So there is actually a lot of information that when you install any app, it's actually being given away. And what I'm used to say always that when you install a free app, actually the product is you. So many of the information that you don't know actually are shared, collected, and they help the company actually to give you a free app. And not many people actually, even are aware of this or actually are worried too much. And but that's a very important factor to keep in mind when then you want to actually communicate across the internet. One other important aspect also, the second one, is about the security. So with this, I'm referring to the possibility to talk across the internet, communicate, send file messages, and being sure that everything you send is received by your receiver without anyone actually interfering, without anyone listening or intercepting your data or tampering with them. So those two problems actually we try to solve and build a solution to offer to the people. And one thing I want to ask, do you listen? Do you hear? Okay. Sorry? I'm sorry, okay, I'll take it close. That's fine, it's better? Okay, so some of you has heard this before. If you can raise the hand just to understand. If you heard this name, if you know anything about this concept, not many. So this has been, okay, it's a big problem, has been worldwide, which is affecting every single device, every phone everyone has. There are major, basically, holes in the hardware that allow some people to intercept and get the data out of our devices. So that's us helping us, and I will explain to you very soon how it works. So our solutions start very simply from a mobile app, and which, there are many that they are used to communicate across the internet, having this so-called end-to-end encryption. So you can send messages, phone calls across the internet. We then keep you very private. That's to answer the first concept. So instead of using the phone number like everyone does, we actually give you a serial number, anonymous, and we put on a QR code. So with the app, you need to scan this QR code. That's the way we identify people inside our solution, which means we don't use your phone numbers. Again, you are just an anonymous serial number, and you talk with another anonymous serial number. And then, since there are also many solutions out there, software-based is an application, we know that the software is hackable. Actually, the operating system is unsecure, can be hacked. So we decided to add an external encryption device, which we call Black. And this device does all the encryption. So instead of communicating and using the encryption on your mobile app, which can be hacked, we do all the encryption externally in a hardware device, which is also very important, stores the encryption keys. That's the weakest point in every solution, where to store the encryption keys. And usually what you do, you store in your app or in your software, because that's what you have. So in our case, we actually store the encryption keys in this device. And then you can communicate with the other colleague, so it's end-to-end. So also the other ends needs to have the same app, our app, or the same hardware. So in this way, we can ensure end-to-end communication, and you can basically send across any kind of data. And this is a first use case. We use this to send, messaging or file transfer, but in the reality, what we are building, it's an end-to-end encrypted network that going to the blockchain will be open up actually for third party to develop their own application. I'm going to tell to that soon. Now, I wanted to make one use case because some people say, okay, my phone still can be hacked. There can be a keylogger. Someone can actually intercept the screen where I'm typing, and that's all true. So we have, for those people and for the one that wants to be extremely secure, what you can do is you save your important file in a USB memory stick. And typically what you do, you exchange to each other. I give it physically to you a USB with my files, and you can work on them. Or I ship it by mail. That's the usual way how they work. In our case, you can actually take your file, again, in this USB, and instead of going physically, you plug in our device, our black. So all what has happened is here is that we encrypt directly in the hardware using the phone as a remote control. We just list the file of the USB in your phone. You pick which one you want to send, and everything is encrypted inside the hardware. Now, one, again, major difference with many other hardware solutions. Our idea is that we don't trust any brand, and that's why that slide before on Meltdown and Spectre. We don't trust any brand manufacturer, mainstream, to build encryption chip. We say, well, it has been proven in the past that those can be actually hacked, or actually they have backdoors. So we decided to develop our own FPGA chip, which is just a technology which allows you to put inside the encryption functionality that you want, not the one that you find on the chip from others, and then do this custom encryption. Of course, when I say custom, you don't have to trust me. We will open up for review both our software architecture and hardware to third party that they will certify and prove that this is safe as we tell you. So with this plug, the same way as I explained before, you can then send across to the other person, and when the file reaches the other end device, it will be decrypted in the device and copied directly to the USB. So all we get here, basically, it's a USB to USB end-to-end hardware encrypted, which is the safest use case which can actually offer. Now, additionally, this was the last edition, and many people, they come to us and say, okay, what's the difference between you and Ledger? Again, the hardware part, or let's say the wallet functionality, is just one functionality on top of everything else I described it to you. So having a very strong, secure device, it was kind of logical also for us to develop wallet functionality. Of course, we will start with a common, or most common, widely used cryptocurrency, and the plan there is, of course, to expand depending on the market needs. Now, all these solutions started as a centralized solution, right? So now we decided to embrace the blockchain and try to take advantage of being distributed. And so we decided to open up and create basically a distributed solution, having different nodes. And the first step would be to use the simple ways to associate your ID, which, remember, was anonymous, so it's not your phone number, to an ERC20 token, so our CRIP token. So we're going to have actually an ICO. So we're going to connect the ID, and this is going to be put in a blockchain. But this is just the first step. The real vision and the way we want to go is to build ultimately a very open blockchain where actually everyone can build his own application. It should be actually distributed up and not up. So you would build your own application, because what we have done here, we build a communication network end-to-end encrypted. We transfer data from one point to the other. So like a highway, you can get on this highway with your own car. So you can develop your own application and use our network as a communication transfer. And everyone basically can develop. So we are going to release SDK and API for that. And so last but not least, as I said, we are now in a actually private pre-sales stage. So soon it's going to be, of course, all the information are online. And there is also an airdrop if you're interested. You just pass by to our stand, the number 55. And so we are doing an ICO. We are raising funds within the next couple of months. And then we can continue basically to build our product. And this is running between March and April. That's it.